everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got two running backs who are hoping for plenty of running lanes on the field today. It's the Falcons going up against the Colts. With that, let's get you up to Lucas Oil Stadium. Here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
And we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium, which opened back in 2008 here in the Circle City of Indianapolis, Indiana. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Atlanta Falcons and the Indianapolis Colts. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things. These days.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this will go for 5 up to the 33. Here's the offense, and we talk about the tight end, Jacob Tamme.
A lot of people thought of him as simply a safety valve receiver. He can be a primary receiver. Jacob Tamme shows better athleticism than what people expect.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So they get the completion. That's good. But, Charles, probably not good to get hit on the first play of the game.
No coaching staff ever wants their quarterback hit on any passing play, especially to start the game. What you're hoping is you have one of those tough guys back there that sometimes when they get hit early, gets the juices flowing, and they get right into the game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy.
Got it now out of the gun. And he'll lose the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
Now only needed a yard, instead went backwards. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, it usually doesn't work very well. And we saw in that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green.
Bethel Thompson. Backing up. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll look to throw here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets the tone for the offense.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Here's a look at the young Atlanta Falcons, although next year, obviously, everyone will be a year older. So rookies like Deion Jones, Keanu Neal, Devondre Campbell, an extra year, well, their only year, but a year under their belt now to get better.
They're just young and growing, aren't they? I mean, I expect their play to continue to accelerate and elevate. And think about the building blocks they had in front of them. Second-year guys in 2016 who had big years. Grady Jarrett, a monster in the Super Bowl, tied a sack record in that game against New England. And Vic Beasley led the NFL in sacks for the regular season with 15.5 and also had 6 forced fumbles.
They'll look to throw here. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
And here now come the Falcons. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, The defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. You took the words right out of my mouth. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. And he cuts it back left. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. 37 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Ooh, with a juke. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And the possession switches to Indianapolis. Here come the Colts. As you look forward for them, after 3 11-5 campaigns, back-to-back 8-8 seasons, missing the playoffs, but appears Chuck Pagano will be the head coach again. Many thought he might be on the way out.
He's staying, brand new general manager in place. They'll have to work hand in hand together to keep improving the roster. But you just mentioned the back-to-back 8-8 seasons. In the AFC South, that only puts them about 1 game out of the playoffs. So if they can make any type of improvement, they have a chance to get back into the playoffs where they were for the previous 3 seasons.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Man, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. Back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Their dangerous wide receiver, 73 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Whenever I go to a team's practice facility and watch them work, I love to watch the defensive guys in what they call pursuit drills. The ball goes either towards them or away from them. How fast will they respond? On this play, the defensive end responded better than anyone and made a really nice play.
Let's go. Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
The offense staring at a 3rd and 12 here. Gun. They'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. pulled in at the 24. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And they'll go on the ground. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go.
They'll set up a throw. And Cook has it, left side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's certainly one way to beat the blitz. Get it out of your hands quickly and get it to the big fella.
Very effective. Saw the pressure, got rid of it, and the completion ensued.
Third and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass.
Green 39! Green 39!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. This will be fielded at the 17. Oh, he did it again. Hopping over the top. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Falcon football as they take possession. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he fends him off. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
So a big sack on 2nd down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for 3rd.
Green 39! Green 39!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And the Colts coming out now. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Well, that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. They go play action here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here in the first quarter. Charles, he's on pace for...
And playing with great confidence, isn't he? I think he probably had it coming into the game, and now that he's really come out of the gate this strongly, how'd you like to be in the huddle with him right now? You know he's demanding the football.
Give me the ball.
And guess what? I throw it to him. He's having a fantastic game, and they haven't defended him yet.
They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. A touchdown apiece here in this first quarter of play. 7-all is the score. We'll come back to Indianapolis after this.
This presentation of the NFL.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down.
Let's go. Green 39.
Bethel Thompson over the middle. It's Jared Cook. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
So still in search of the first down after that last completion. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
When I watch plays like that, I give a lot of thanks that my DNA did not make me an offensive tackle, because that is a very difficult job, to hold your block against a really good defensive end and hang on to it so your runner can get to the edge and do it without holding. I don't know that that's really possible for very many people.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And on 3rd down, the Colts have added an extra defensive back.
Flooding the passing lanes.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Finding time. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Pass interference. Defense.
So pass interference, partnered with all the rule changes. It is hard to be a defender in the pass game.
Brandon, is tough in college. It's a lot harder in the NFL. You can't touch him after 5 yards downfield. You can't touch him while the ball's not in the air. You can't touch him at all until the ball is at the receiver's hands. Very difficult to be a defender in today's NFL.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Brandon, there's no doubt the defense has to be excited after stacking up back-to-back running plays. But I still remember my old coaches saying, after you've had some success, you better be careful. They might have an answer for you. So make sure you watch your keys, play your techniques, and don't get overconfident.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover, and wow, now we've got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Give him 16 on the pickup, and that'll be good for an Indianapolis first.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
So second and medium, 2nd and 5 now. The gun. They'll look to throw. It's caught right side by Daniels. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the 1st down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
That was a big conversion there on 3rd down, and I remember playing, and all the time on the sidelines, you hear a coach calling for the punt team to get ready on 3rd down because you can't call for it on 4th down. It's too late getting on the field. So a lot of times you're lining up, and the offense can see you lining up. Occasionally it serves as motivation for them. I'm not letting these guys back out here. I want to keep the ball in offense, and that's exactly what they did.
Here we go. 3-19.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And now it's 2nd down. That incompletion, Charles, gives me a chance to put you on the clock real quick. NFC teams last year that did not make the playoffs that might make a push this coming year.
Well, 3 that come to mind right away that we thought were going to be in 2016. Minnesota, remember the start they got off to before that didn't work out so well for them. Arizona, we thought they were a lock to be in the playoffs. In fact, many of us called them Super Bowl contenders. And Carolina, the defending NFC champs going into last season, they didn't make it. So I think that all 3 could return to former glory. I'm going to give you one way off the pace here. You ready?
Let's go.
The Los Angeles Rams.
Ooh.
They get the young quarterback going, and that defense continues to live up to expectations. They can make a real strong push in the West.
They've got the D. You're right. They just need the O.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
So out come the Falcons now. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And Tammy with it over the middle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Third down now following the completed pass. Looking to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And tough starting field position here. They come up in an offset eye. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points.
It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
Then he'll give it here to his running back. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems. And this qualifies as a big problem.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team. Automatic first down.
First down, he'll drop to throw. And complete on the right side. It's Tammy. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Fresh set of downs here. They come up in an offset eye. Back to throw now on 1st down. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And on the ground they go with a running back. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Two minutes remain here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Second and 5. The shotgun. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So the offense puts the ball on the ground, but they pick it back up. Now they face a 3rd down.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Here's Matt Bosher now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the 2nd half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Hurry up, here we go.
Bethel Thompson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that's incomplete. Well, you mind if we go off topic for a second?
No, let's
go.
go.
I like to do that randomly. AFC playoff contenders for this year that didn't make it last season. Who do you have that might get in?
Well, I think Cincinnati's got to be considered there. Maybe they'd have an offseason that's calm, and they go into this season and try and get back to the playoffs where they had been perennials. How about Denver?
Yeah.
Remember last year, they didn't have the quarterback to start. Trevor Siemian played pretty well overall, but maybe they can get solidified there and ride that strong defense right back into the playoffs. I'm going to give you a couple a little bit off the pace. Indianapolis cannot afford to squander Andrew Luck, one of the better young quarterbacks in the game. They've got to get back to the playoffs. And Buffalo, brand new head coach, brand new people running the ball club. Let's see if they can figure it out, because I think defensively they can be awfully strong.
So here we go, a third down after the second down pass completion.
Hey. 14. He's going Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw here. And he finds Cook. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Here we go. 3-19.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. And now they're in the hurry up.
Check.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And Cook has it left side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jared Cook in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts are going to jump back in front.
Well, someone has a sense of the dramatic here, don't they? Scoring this late in the half to take the lead going into the locker room.
Now they just don't want to misstep misfortune on the next kickoff because there's still a little bit of time left on that clock.
Yeah, you do have to bring that up, don't you? In the NFL, every play is critical. And if you give up something cheap there, all that advantage they just gained goes right out the window.
So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. This is taken near the 13. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report.
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA halftime report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Colts have an edge in time of possession right now. The Falcons look like they'll be in this game for 4 quarters. All right, let's get straight to it. Here's some highlights from the first half. Falcons with the ball midway through 1. Run play coming up here, and a quick 3-play drive ends with a score. That takes the lead up to 7. Third down from the 26. Broken coverage here on the pass play, and nobody can stop him on this long touchdown. We're brand new at 7. Falcons have it on 2nd and 5. They're going to come away with another sack. This ends up as a huge loss in yardage. Colts lined up at the 20. Cooks the target here, and it leads to a touchdown. That pushes the lead to 5. So that'll do it from here. Let's get back out to Brandon and Charles. They've got the second half from Indy. Brandon.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken by Marcus Thigpen. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
And they'll run it here. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Partner, that defensive win reminds me of something a coach of mine used to say all the time. If you really want it, you'll find a way to go get it. And the defense did exactly that.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Well, that's 3rd down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter three.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And they'll go on the ground. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. The 20, 10, 5. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Holding offense.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 9 yards on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back. But it's still a 3rd and 8.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early.
False start, offense.
And following that penalty, the offense really backed up now on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's caught left side, Tammy. And he's brought down after a good gain. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
2nd down following the run. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll look to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
To throw now on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. No gain, and it's second down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Surveying the field. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Holding offense.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And the Colts getting ready to go. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They come up in an offset eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
So 1 yard to go here on 3rd down. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Bethel Thompson. And complete right side to Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter. Because he has such great skills, you want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. They'll look to throw here on first down. And Cook has it left side. A gain of 6 there on first.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
2nd down now after the pass completion. And on the ground they go with a running back. Room here to run. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. A big play there for Indy. 47 yards. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here you really like it.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
Red zone opportunity. Now they'll run it on the toss. Sheds a second man.
He's building up some momentum, isn't he?
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And the ball is knocked out. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control. And yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Yes, that's today's NFL defensive tackle. Not just a space eater anymore. A guy with agility, movement skills, who can rush the passer and make plays in the offensive backfield.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
3rd down and 8 now.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Stop right there.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. Let's see if the defense tries any pressure here on 3rd and 8. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football, but today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
Here's Matt Bosher now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves them with 3rd and just a couple. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And they'll run it here. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. Well, he gets attended to. He'll step aside. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's got time in the pocket. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. He got 29 yards that time. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And now a first down following that long gain. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. The play clock's running down. And they give this time to the tailback. Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that's caught by Tammy. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Jacob Tammy from 8 yards out. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the 4th. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
They'll try and throw for it. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10th. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And he was able to find a very soft spot in that zone coverage.
I love that term, Brandon. That soft spot where you find the open area, set up, and catch the football before the hard collision comes afterwards.
Thompson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Able to shake him off. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
So here's 3rd and 20, and with a long yardage, defense going with a nickel look. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Finding time. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
Holding. Defense.
It's one of those ones that is so hard to judge, but defensive holding there, that's what the referee saw. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. It's a gain of 21 that time. And the Colts are going to have a first. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Set, 3-19.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline.
Pass interference. Defense.
So a pass interference here, and this is obviously a call we see all the time, but for the defender, it's becoming almost impossible to play defense in some of these situations.
You're trying to play through the receiver to the football. If there's any contact at all before he gets there, those officials will throw the flag and call interference.
They'll run it with Williams. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Now that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed, because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turn the ball over. Terrible.
And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Second down following the run. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Green 39! Green 39!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And they'll go on the ground. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
But it was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Brandon, I'm going to guarantee that the defensive coordinator just gave a huge sigh of relief. He had his dime package in the game, 6 defensive backs, and when they run draw and big offensive linemen are thundering downfield, that's usually a win for the offense.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. They'll need to get the play off quickly. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Pulled in at the 24. Oh, the spin. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, though. He's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing them all sorts of trouble.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here. Back to throw. Deep drop. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Let's go.
He's back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it's a 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line. He'll look to throw. And Cook has it, left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, down inside the 5 at the 4. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early.
False start, offense.
Thompson. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
So how many practices have we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there?
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
After review of the play, the movement on the field stands.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So this drive spans 7 plays, and the result for the Colts is a touchdown. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Oh, what a move. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get it. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
All right, here we go. Blue landing. Blue landing.
Back to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And welcome back, the offensive unit. They took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early.
Full start, offense.
So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. play action. They'll throw. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And he'll stop the clock with 5 seconds to go there on the spike. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, no doubt an electrifying finish to have it down inside the 10-yard line. That final shot, though, they couldn't get it in the end zone, and that's all she wrote.
And they had the final shot. The last snap taken that close to the end zone. They don't get it in, so they'll regret that, but flip it over. Making a stand in that portion of the field, congratulations to them.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis.